everyone, in this video we are going to discuss about case statement in Business Central AL programming. So case statement is a conditional statement that we can use as the case. Okay, so like it's a conditional statement. So you can see that you have various conditional statement like if and if then else. Likewise, you have a conditional statement. So what is the difference between loop and the conditional? So loop means if you wanted to execute a specific set of statement again and again until some condition satisfies, whereas in the case statement you cannot execute the set of condition again and again repeatedly, but based on a condition you can redirect to a set of statements. Okay, something should happen. For example, you can tell like if the age is greater than 18, then he can vote. Okay, this is a conditional statement, so I am not executing anything here again and again. But in case of if age is greater than 18, then overall, like you are checking for a set of file, that is in the file you are checking for a set of records. From the first record to the 100 records, you are checking for the age is greater than 18, and if the age is greater than 19, each and every record you have to do some changes over there. Then that there you will be using the while statement, or repeat until, or for down to do for each, like that. So case statement is like how we can if you use a case statement, okay, you can have a compound statement to run more statements simultaneously. Okay, case statements are also called as the multiple option statements and are typically used when you must choose between more than two different actions. So here you can see that if I have given the difficulty level as 8, then you can see that the suggestion is given at an instructor led and intermediate. Why? Because here I have given like if the level is given between 6 to 8, then it should be like level should be intermediate and the suggestion should be at an instructor led, right? And you can also see that if I have given 9, then it will automatically change to the try projects and more exercises, and it is expert level. Okay, so because I have given if it is between 9 to 10, it should show me the level as expert and try projects and more exercises. So this is what the case study. Okay, case, that is the case based on the condition you can execute multiple statements. So here you can see that I have defined the variable level as text 30, suggestion as text integer 80. Okay, you can just make it 200 if you want, or 150. And you can see that the difficulty level is integer, and difficulty is integer because I have to give this difficulty here. You can see that difficulty of 1 to 5, which is an integer, 6 to 8 is an integer, 9 to 10 is an integer, and the level should be updated to the text. So that is why I have given here the text. So this is the then total and int count. Okay, so these are the things. So this total and int count is not related to this particular thing. So here this is the local procedure I have created, and the level I haven't initialized because I haven't declared, it's an empty value for the level. Okay, why? Because in order to avoid the garbage collection, so you have to initialize. If it is an integer, you have to initialize 0, and if it is a string, you have to just give an empty character. Okay, so empty character, which will be very easy for us to use it. So suggestions, for suggestion also I have declared as an empty character. And case, this is the keyword, and difficulty is the variable which I have declared over there on the variable, and off, so this is also a variable. Okay, case difficulty off. If the case, if this difficulty you have entered is between 1 to 5, then the level it will show is what the novice, and the suggestion which it will show is what it have to learn from the Microsoft Learn. And if you have entered any difficulty level between 6 to 8, then the level should be intermediate, and it should show like at an instructor led. And if you have entered any number between 9 to 10, that is either 9 or 10, then it will show the level as an expert, and it will show the suggestion. And finally, there will be, because since I have used multiple statement for a single case, so I have started with an begin and end. Okay, and if you wanted to display only one statement, then you can go ahead. And another important thing is what this two dots. Okay, because if you wanted to tell that you are going to execute between one, that is the value the person is going to enter, difficulties, it may be either one or two or three or four or five, so any number between these five. So or, okay, then you have to use the dot, one dot dot five. Okay, any number between 6 to 8, 6, 7 and 8, any number 9 or 10. Okay, so you will be using this dot. Okay, and you can also see that you can note the syntax. So the case difficulty of, there is no semicolon or colon, but whenever you are representing any case, that is the first case, one dot dot five, it should be colon. Okay, at the end of that you should end with a colon. Okay, so this is what you have to note. And then next one, all these cases should start in the same indentation. Obviously this automatically it will understand. Okay, so it will automatically, like a Visual Studio Code will automatically match all these things, but anyhow you should also be aware of these things. Okay, you may have a question like, if I wanted to use any string variable, so here I have used the number, and if you wanted to use any string variable, then what you have to do? So you may have this question, for example, if you wanted to use any document type, for example, if I wanted to go with a document type. Okay, so what you can do is case, inside that you can go like document type. So document type is what, the string variable, okay, of, and inside that you can go as document type. Okay, and here you can give the colon colon. Okay, okay, colon colon quote. If the document type is a quote, okay, then what you have to do, you have to go with a colon is equal to 2 plus 1, something, some statements if you wanted to write. Okay, and if the document type is order, so document type colon colon, so this we will call it as a scope. So here colon colon, so if it is an order, okay, then you can go ahead with something else like some statement. So if you want to go with a string, then you can declare like this. And if you wanted to go with an based on some integer value, if you wanted to take some decision, then you can proceed with like this. Okay, remember that the document type here I have declared should be as a text, because these everything are text. Okay, and here the difficulty I have used is what, the integer, so it is mentioned like an integer. Okay, so this is how you can use the case statement. So this is what the local procedure name which I have used, and this local procedure I have called uh, as a trigger, that is a trigger on validate. So once I have entered the difficulty, that is a value in this. Okay, once I have entered the difficulty here, automatically this output, the suggestion and level should come up, right? So I have written for that as one, I have written the difficulty, so it will on validate, so on validating the trigger it will call this procedure on suggestion. Okay, so based on the difficulty level it will display the suggestions whatever I have mentioned over there. Got it? So this is how you have to execute the case. This is a conditional statement. This is not a repetitive statement. This is a conditional statement. So based on one condition, one thing will happen. Any statement you wanted to execute will happen. I hope you understand the concept of case. So this is similar to switch statement if you are familiar with any other programming language like C, C++, or Java. So this is similar to switch case. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.